Kevin, we're looking at your deal here, 9023 Bunker Hill in Munster, Indiana. We got the pictures. This thing is a total gut rehab, right? So I like to just do a quick Google drive-by on properties as well. So I just put it in Google, or you can go to it through Deal Machine. So it looks like this is before the fire, right? So there was a fire. Like Google could be like 6 months old or older, depending on the area. So I guess this is before the fire. So maybe it happened not too long ago. But yeah, he needs a total gut rehab, it looks like. Hard to tell. There's not too many pictures here. So we're gonna go with total gut rehab on the condition. It's only 812 square feet. Not sure if there's a basement that could be finished. Let me see what you entered in this year. Slab. So no basement, usually slab or crawl space. It means no basement. So it's a 2-1, 812 square feet. So to get the right offer, you gotta enter square feet. You gotta enter the condition. You enter that right. And then we gotta enter the comps, right? So you put 230. So to get the comps, Redfin is absolute best. They're probably going to get 95%, close to 99% accurate here with Redfin. Has same data as MLS. There's websites like PropStream, PropWire, Deal Machine that does comping, but it's 70%, I would say. And we tried using it and just realized like our offers are too off. So we want to get accurate offers, use Redfin, get the best offers possible. So if you go to Redfin and you go to type in the address of the property you're comping, and then you go to the map here, nearby homes for sale, and it takes you to the property and all the active comps that are literally like a few blocks away. We're gonna go to sold last 6 months. We're gonna look at single family because this is a single family, and we're trying to get similar square footage. So 10% close to it as possible. So that'll be around 1,000 square feet and under. I'm gonna look at see what we got here. We got zero comps, and also you want to price from high to low. So we're zoomed in too much here. We're gonna zoom out once. This is about a half-mile radius. Appraisers usually will go up to a mile out. So look at that. I'm a mile out. I don't have nothing. All right. So what do I do now? We go back a year. I have one comp at 200. If I zoom out one more time, let's see. So now we're getting properties that are like 3, 4, sometimes 5 miles away, right? So this is right here, a mile radius. Some things you can do as well is just maybe add a little bit square footage. I'm gonna add the next up, which is 1,100, and see what I get. I got 200, I got 183. These are still 2 bed, 1 bathrooms, which is great. So this one's a little bit hard to comp. I might have to zoom out and then try to get something as close as possible, right? So looks like my property you can see on the map here is right around White Oak and Ridge and right by Independence Park. So this one is a little bit tricky to comp because there's nothing nearby, right? So if I go zoom in, I have two, so I can use I'm definitely gonna have to use these two, 200, 183. So we need to find one more, right? So let's go to you put a $58,000 wholesale fee. Wow, that's impressive. Usually I'll just stick to 10,000 on the wholesale fee. Um, let's just go find one more comp, right? Let's maybe go back on the square footage again, 1,200, and see what we find. Then we have to use, like strategies are going back a mile, going back a year, adding a little bit of square footage. So now when I added 1,200 square feet, which now these properties are a bit bigger than mine, um, I have 272. This is like a brick. So my property is a frame, 2-story, 812 square feet. So these are 2132. I wouldn't use this one because it's like I'm sure this has like a full basement that could probably be finished or maybe is finished. So probably this 237 one I have to use. It's a frame. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, same bedrooms and bathrooms. It looks like there's probably no basement in here either, so basement, none. So yeah, we're gonna use this one. So 237. And you're gonna double check now, everything active on the market, see what's happening, change it to for sale, active, price them low to high, take square footage off. I want to see if there's maybe a bigger house selling cheaper than my house. And then you'll see the cheapest deal, the lowest deal an investor can go buy in this market is 239. If I zoom out once, so auctions don't count because they start them low and then you got to bid them up. Same thing with short sales. So it looks like if I zoom out 155, this is Highland, Indiana. I think I'm in Highland. No, Munster. This is Munster. So things you can do as well. I want to stay in this Highland or Munster? Munster. So these properties are in Highland. So things you can do, like if you're getting into a different suburb, is put in the suburb name, and it gives you like a nice border around it, so that you're not crossing. You see that? If I'm getting comps over here, I'm crossing into a different suburb, right? So when you do that, it takes the filters off, so you got to go back and put, single family, and then change it from low to high. So the cheapest deal in Munster, 274. So all of Munster, Indiana, 274. That's the cheapest deal. So you can see our offer is 102 sale price. We're going to sell it at 112 with a 10,000 wholesale fee. So I can go up to 75 offer on this. And then you're saying I think that he wanted 70. So this should be a good deal as long as it doesn't need to be torn down, right? So if the fire damage was so much where the foundation, the joists, the whole house needs to be torn down, then we're just looking at land value, right? So, um, if you're in local in the area, maybe it's good to go out there, look at it, get pictures. But looking at the pictures, it may have so much damage that maybe the joist, the foundation, the wood got burned, and you need to tear the whole thing down, and it's not worth it to rehab it, right? So that's something you want to look at on this property. So yeah, I mean, if it doesn't need to be torn down, looks like the uh foundation is good. We should be able to move this deal. So I'm gonna send this to you. But I would get out there. I would get pictures. You said he wants 70. Get out there right away. Get pictures of the property. How do you check the foundation? Like if so there's no basement, right? So there's no basement, so you can't go in the basement and check the foundation. So basically it's like, you're gonna look at the walls, like the side of the walls, if the framing's all damaged and burnt out, and if all the framing in the entire house needs to be rebuilt, I mean, then it becomes more so of like the whole thing needs to be torn down, and it's more so of we're looking at the value of land in that situation, right? And then our offer completely changes at that point. So I'm gonna go to the letter of intent, come up with the offers. We're not making any rent to own Airbnb offers because this property is a total gut job. So here's the offer. You say he wanted 70, so yeah, definitely go out there, get pics, get pics as fast as possible, look at it. And then another thing to look at too, I just want to look at really quick while I'm doing this Zoom is just to look at the cheapest solds. Let's see. If I go to sold last 6 months, single family, low to high. Yeah, so the cheapest sold's 205, 205, 233, 235. So you see that? Yeah, this is a good deal. I would definitely go out there and just make sure that this thing doesn't need to be torn down. So if we, let's say that you go out there and like, yeah, this thing, all the framing needs to be replaced in the entire house, that's a tear down, right? So in that situation, it's no longer a house, it's land, right? So now we're changing our comparables to land value. So we're looking at land now and we're seeing we're looking at, so we changed the comps to land, see what's sold recently. I don't see anything. What's sold? Let's go back a year. Looks like 285, but this might be like a huge plot of land, right? So this is 0.35 acres. So looking at land, you're trying to get similar size, right? So if this is land, we're looking for, so I go to public facts, you can see it's only 6,000 square feet. So I can't really compare that to 0.35 acres, almost a half acre of land because it's not really comparable. But let's look at everything active, see what if I'm an investor, like what can I buy in Munster, Indiana? How much can I buy some land for, right? So I'm going to Munster, I'm going to buy some land. Look at that. So 19 grand is the cheapest one, 160, 160, 175. So this one 19 is bigger than our lot, so so you're competing with this, right? So it's really not worth much if it's just a land value. So you probably need to offer 10,000 and sell for 18,000 if we're looking at land value. So that's how we comp this property. I'll send you this video. Hopefully this helps you out, man.